Welcome to a short iMovie tutorial. Over the course of this video, we'll be taking different pictures and video clips and combining them into a short video presentation that you can do with your students and that you can train your students how to do for themselves. We're going to begin by importing video. Now, I have two videos that I took yesterday of the Huntsville Space and Rocket Center on my desktop right now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to import my actual two video clips into iMovie. I do that by clicking Import under File, go File, and then Import, and then Movies. I'm going to look on my desktop, and here are both of the movies, and I can select both of them. I'm going to create a new event, and we'll call this iSTEM, and I click Import. Now this can take several minutes. In this case, it says about 2 minutes. So we'll pause the recording and come back when it's done. So right now we're getting close to having this video imported. Now, the reason these two clips are taking so long is because they were both shot in full 1080p high definition. So what you need to realize is that if you use a very high definition camera, well, things take longer to work with. Alright, we should have just a few seconds left. Alright, here we go. Now you can see, here are the videos. I can actually play them. This area up here on the upper right side is my preview screen. So any video or still pictures that I mouse over that are in my library down here in the bottom center will show up. And you may notice that there is a red line, and that's kind of where the video is at that moment on the clip. So as I drag back and forth,
so right now I'm filming here at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center.
This is kind of my short videos. Now, how do I get these videos here up into this area here? Now, this area on the upper left side is my timeline. To move a video, all I've got to do is click, and I can drag this nice little yellow bar around the entire video and just drag the whole thing up, just like that. Now, what you see here on top is the video, and down below in this blue area, that is your audio track. Now, I can remove it just as easily by hitting delete on the keyboard. Now, you saw earlier when I used that little yellow bar, or that yellow box, I can select portions of my video. In this case, let's go ahead and select the last few seconds. And now we're going to take those few seconds and pull them up. And again, there's my audio track down below. Now, by default, your audio track won't show up that way, but I have it selected so that it will. This little button here. Of course, with any video, you've got to have a title screen. So how do I do a title screen? Well, it's pretty easy. On the right-hand side here, you see the letter T. That's for title. And I can go through any of these options here. There's even a kind of Star Wars title right here. And let's go ahead and use that. I'm going to pull it up here. I want the starry background. And here's the basic text that comes with that. So I'm going to remove all of that, and I'll just say and let's see, I can adjust that a bit. I can center it. Now I'm going to click Done. Now that's 4 seconds. A little 4S right here appears. So if we watch it as a preview, that's a little fast. I want to slow it down. So where you see 4S right there, we can adjust this clip. I want this to be 6 seconds. Now it'll be a little bit slower. Very good. Now you notice as we came to the end of the Star Wars introduction there, it jumps straight to video. You never really want to do that. You want to have something called a transition in place between your clips. And this button here looks kind of like an hourglass, is your transition. So we can go ahead and choose anything here and just drag it straight up in between. Whoops, that was the wrong one. Or we'll just do a different one too. Try that one more time. There it goes. I got it. So now as you watch, here's our transition.
Alright. And lastly, the big space shot. It's like a fun ride. Alright. And lastly, the big space shot. It's like a fun ride.
Of course, I'm doubling my video there. I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to remove this one just to show you how easy it is to adjust. And we'll take this piece and put it up here. Or we can't even swap them in place if we wanted to. So now, here it goes.
So right now I'm filming here at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. This is kind of a panoramic video taking. You have a Saturn 1B, a couple of redstone, I think, and a...
Alright, now how do I take my still pictures and add them into my video? Well, if you look right here, over on the right side again, you have a little camera button. And your whole camera library is available, including all the pictures that I took yesterday from around Huntsville. So here's the Saturn V. I want to put that right there. And here is, you know what, this is a great one right here. I like that so much, I'm going to put that in the front. And of course my transition stays in place, but I need to add another transition between that and the movie. So now we have this.
So right now I'm filming here at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center.
And that was awfully fast. That's just really 1 second. I want this to be a little bit longer, so I'm going to make this 5 seconds, maybe even 6. Because I think that's important to see what Warner Von Braun was saying. Plus, you got to give your audience time to actually read the thing.
So right now I'm filming here at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center.
And now we're going to add a few more transitions in place. We'll do one here. And we'll do one here. Oops. And we'll do one there. Alright, so we have some videos that you can see the length of the duration of the Saturn V is too short, so we're going to go ahead and adjust this too. I want that to be 5 seconds. Now, notice as we look at the rocket, the point of view slowly changes over here. And what that is, if you click on that little menu, you go to cropping and Ken Burns effect. By default, Apple has this Ken Burns stuff turned on. But if you just click on fit, it's going to show the whole image. So now when we look
Space shot. It's like a fun ride.
There's the whole image. Now I want to go back to my camera, add a few more still shots. And I like this of the lunar mock-up. And again, I do my transition. This time I'll do a spin out. So now these are all 2 seconds. And I'm going to make them all 6 seconds. I'm going to apply this to all the still images. So you have time to actually view things. There, of course, is the Mercury capsule. Now we spin out, and there is the lunar module mock-up. Now at the end, I've got to have my credits. So I can scroll down and do just a regular screen. I'll use the starry background again, and I'll say video, comma, photos, and editing by, and I can do a second background here because it's the same exact background, the same starry background I'm going to use. And watch what happens. There's no transitions in place, but I don't need them. Now what about sound effects and music? There's a little tiny thing right here on the right side, a little music icon. And there are several pieces of music that Apple gives you, and you can sample them all. That's not really all that appropriate for the Space and Rocket Center, but this one is. So what I'm going to do is take this and drag it up over top of the whole area, and you can see it highlights the whole area green. The clip is not that long, so I want to reduce the volume just by clicking and dragging down there. And let's watch.
Right now I'm filming here at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. This is kind of a panoramic video we're taking. We have a Saturn 1B, a couple of redstone, I think, and a Mercury, that's up here, and various other. Alright. And lastly, the big space shot. It's like a fun ride.
There are my other pictures going through. The lunar module, and now my end credits. Of course, I didn't put a transition there, so it just kind of jumps. So if I wanted to go back and add that transition, just as before, drag it up. Now at this point, I'm ready to go ahead and save what I've done. So all I've got to do is go to the top and click Share, the top menu bar. And I want to go ahead and export this movie. And I'll call this iSTEM. I want to go to my desktop. And if you're going to be emailing it, you'll want to choose mobile or medium to keep the file sizes small enough. If you use large or high definition in particular, you will not be able to email these files. You'll exceed the file attachment size authorized by most email clients. So make sure you choose mobile or medium. And then you just click Export. And this takes several minutes. Well, actually in this case less than a minute. So I'll pause again. And we'll wait just a second for it to finish. Alright, so we've just finished exporting the video. Now if I minimize my screen, if you look, there's iSTEM.m4v. That's actually the file extension you're going to have when you do it that way. We can double click it, and it's going to open up a nice window. We can watch our video just that easily. Here you can also upload it to YouTube.
Right now I'm filming here at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. This is kind of a panoramic video we're taking. Yeah.
And there you have it. That's iMovie. And you can do this with your students. You just have to have the right equipment and a camera that works. This concludes this short video tutorial. I hope you guys find it useful.